Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Sydney and I are having a slumber party tonight. And so we're doing a Q&A and we're going to answer all of your questions that you guys asked us. So
they're good, some juicy questions.
Yes. Okay, so the first question Sydney and I are answering is how we met. Story time. Sydney and I met in Houston. And so I was in Houston literally just like for the weekend. And Sydney was there too because it was summer shredding.
I was there for 10 days.
Yeah, that's literally so wild. I went there for the weekend, and the one day that I actually went to Alphaland for summer shredding, Sydney and I met. So I guess that was fate. I guess that was God.
It really was
telling
fate.
us that we had to be friends.
Because we were talking, we are like, oh, you're from Maryland, I'm from VA. Like, let's meet up.
Right, and we're also like around the same age. I'm 19, and Sydney's 18. So,
everyone was talking about how young we are.
Yeah, everyone always
That was a big topic of conversation.
Yeah, but yeah, so we're two little babies. Okay, so we're getting into some juicy questions today. We're gonna learn all about Sydney's love life because she keeps it so low key, and I put my whole relationship.
That was your nice way of saying that I have no one on the roster.
No, that was my way of saying that. I post like my whole relationship and everything online every day, and you don't.
Yeah, that's true. I keep my shit on the DL. Like,
right.
not in a bad way. It's just.
Yeah, but so a lot of people know like everything about my relationship, but
you're so cute.
We don't know everything about Sydney, so we're gonna get into some juicy questions. Oh, but I mean like your love life in general.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about it.
So number 1, turn-ons. Getting right into the good stuff. And what are your turn-offs too?
Oh, okay. Are we talking like actions or like features?
So both. When you first talk to a guy, what's your turn-ons and your turn-offs?
Cocky, like really loud.
Okay, yeah, definitely being cocky if you're full of yourself. That's not a good trait to have as a guy.
It's not a good look.
Because, obviously a girl wants to be complimented and she wants you to be full of her, not full of yourself.
Yeah, that's true. But like, even though I still want to hear like about them too.
Well, right. It's like you want them to be confident but not cocky.
Exactly.
Right.
There's a fine line.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's a big turn off, cocky.
Like someone that didn't go to the gym.
God, I will never talk to anybody ever again who does not go to the gym as much as I do.
Well, but for not for any negative reason, just because we go to the gym so much, that's such a big part of our lives. So we wouldn't date someone that didn't go to the gym.
And I just like big muscles. Just like jacked, like somebody who's jacked.
Right, they have to be bigger than you.
A nice chest is like good.
Okay.
Like a nice chest.
Yeah.
Bigger bra size.
Clearly we're struggling with this.
Definitely a nice chest.
some nice boobies. Okay.
Nice knockers. For somebody who's funny. If you're funny, oh my god, game over. Like a big turn on is a funny guy or somebody who can take like my jokes.
I don't know if this sounds bad, but a turn off for me would be if a guy asked me on a date and I went on the first date and he didn't offer to pay.
Yeah. Somebody who like literally is like, what's your Snapchat? Or like who wants a Snapchat relationship and somebody who isn't like straightforward being like,
oh yeah, playing games, that's a turn off.
Playing games is a big turn off. Like just tell me what you're thinking, tell me how you feel.
A turn on's like when a guy like touches your leg when he's driving.
Yeah.
Like when he puts his hand on your thigh. Okay, let's think of turn-ons like that. Okay.
Also when a guy is really neat.
Yes.
Like when they have like a clean.
Yeah.
Or they smell good.
Yeah.
Like a clean, neat room.
They play with your hair.
Oh, that's a turn on.
Yeah, that's a turn on.
Turn off. They used to play lacrosse.
I literally, when we first said turn off, that's the first thing that came to my mind, but I didn't say it because I thought that you were going to say that was a turn on.
Well, because it used to be.
Right. So yeah.
But now it's the opposite.
In my head, if you tell me you play lacrosse, automatic turn off, you're a douchebag.
Yeah. Just being a douchebag, like, in general, don't be a douchebag. Be a gentleman. Gentleman is a good look. Chivalry is dead. It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But
good arms. Because think about it, if you're a guy, right? If you wear a t-shirt and like pants, right, you can't see anything, but you can see your arms. And if you just have like huge arms, like that's automatically attractive.
Yeah. I'm into jacked guys. Like
right, yeah.
Like I just can't help myself.
Turn off, I would say, is like bringing up your ex in any way.
Oh yeah.
Like, don't bring up your ex. Oh. Girls and boys. I just think that's a turn off.
I have a very specific turn off.
Okay.
I was talking to this guy literally my freshman year of high school. It was like a little like, like we're going to the movies, like my mommy's gonna drive me to the movies.
Oh my
But the
God,
day I
that's so
decided I stopped liking him was because he had a booger hanging out of his nose for like an hour. And like I told him.
Oh my God.
And
So
like he couldn't
Sydney got
get
the
it.
ick.
I got the ick. Like, I ached so hard. Turn off being clingy and obsessive. Speaking of the same person, like I also like kind of got the ick when they like got mad at me for hanging out with like other people.
Like your friends?
I was hanging out with my friends.
That's weird.
And there was male figures there.
Being controlling.
Being controlling.
Yeah, that's a turn off.
And like I didn't know there was gonna be guys there.
Inconsistency. Mm-hmm. Like if you act super into me one day and the next day you leave me like undelivered all day.
Yeah.
Like don't just like act one way to someone one day and then the next day like don't talk to them at all. Especially if you're a guy, because like that will get in a girl's head.
But big turn on being ambitious.
Yeah.
Turn off not being ambitious. Like
not having
lazy
goals.
guys, not having goals. Like, God, don't even talk to me.
Okay, so the next question is our type. So Sydney, do you want
Okay.
to spill the beans on this one?
If you've seen our short videos on TikTok and Instagram and our reels, I've already explained my type a little bit, but tall, jacked, goes to the gym, ambitious. I'm really into dark hair and dark eyes. I feel like that's basically, a nice chest.
Sounds like she's describing someone I know.
Summer!
I don't know though.
Stop. She's trying to set me up.
So
I say stop, but I'm like,
you really keep going.
no, I'm not.
Okay, so my type, dark hair,
Stanley.
blue eyes. Looks like a monkey.
Absolutely peeled.
Yeah, absolutely peeled for no reason. Played baseball.
How do you feel about somebody going through your phone?
Okay, so obviously I'm dating Stanley. Stanley and I literally go on each other's phones all the time, but not in like a way where I'm like, oh, let me look at all your text messages. Like, Stanley literally will go on my phone and like go on my Instagram and go on all my accounts and like and save all his pictures, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like on all my accounts, but like I just feel like in my head, if you're not comfortable like with someone going on your phone, I don't know, it's like kind of like, what are you hiding? It should be like your best friend, like someone that you feel like you could go to for anything. It's like, what are you gonna be hiding on your phone? I don't know, would you care in a relationship if someone went on your phone?
No, I really wouldn't care because like I really have nothing to hide, and like quite frankly, I probably wouldn't even really look through their phone because as long as I know I can trust that person,
Yeah, right.
I don't really honestly like. I don't care to look through
Yeah.
phone unless I'm gonna go and save my stuff.
Yeah,
on, like
the only time I ever go on Stanley's phone is like to get pictures. Like I've never like gone through his texts. I know he's
Yeah.
never gone through my texts. Like, you know what I mean?
Like,
I think that's kind of like,
if they wanted to, I'd be like, okay, whatever. But I think
Right,
I
you-
would feel more weird at the fact that they didn't trust me to where
right,
they felt
exactly.
that they had to.
Yeah, like you should just trust the person you're dating enough that you shouldn't feel a need to go through their text. It's
But like
kind
I
of
wouldn't
like,
care if they did.
yeah, the second though that you think in your head like I want to go through their texts, you have to think that there's probably something that they did that led you to think that way, and like what did they do? Like that's the issue there. It's not going through the text. Our ideal romantic date.
Okay, my like thing is the gym, and here's why. Like that, I know I'm a gym girl, and like all I want to talk about is the gym, but it's because I feel comfortable. Like that's my environment where I feel comfortable in, and
Right.
confident, and I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And so that's like my element and my environment. And if I can be like, oh my gosh, like spot me, like that, like
Right.
like run me through a workout, and then take me to like Kava.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a good date.
That I like that, and then like watch a movie or something. Like
Yeah.
I like quality time, so I don't care what we're doing, but it would be fun like once in a long while to like get like really dressed up and go to like a nice dinner.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even have to be expensive, but just like putting in the effort
Right.
is nice. But like I'm very simple. Like I just like chilling.
If I'm gonna be like totally honest, my ideal date is literally like watching the sunrise on the beach, which I know that's like unrealistic.
Why
like,
is that unrealistic?
if you're not like by a beach, like you can't just always like go to the beach. But that's like if I had to say like an ideal date that I'd want to go on, it would definitely be like waking up, watching the sunrise on the beach, and like going out to breakfast. Like I'm a big breakfast and like coffee person.
Yeah.
I love like going out to dinner and getting dressed up, but like My favorite time of the day is like the morning. I'm a huge like morning person. I love getting coffee. Like I love cafes. I love like avocado
That's so
toast.
cute. I love
So
that.
I like.
Wait, you're giving
really
me
like
like
breakfast.
inspiration.
Yeah, I love like breakfast time. If it's like 5 o'clock at night, I'm like looking forward to the next day to have coffee in the morning.
I do that. I literally, when I'm going to bed at night, I'm thinking about my breakfast that I'm gonna have in the morning.
I literally am a huge just morning breakfast person. Something I really want to do. This is like a crazy date. Like obviously you wouldn't do this on like a first date, but I really want to go on a hot air balloon.
That would be so sick.
And I think that'd be such a fun date.
That
Obviously,
would be
that's
so
like crazy.
fun.
That's like extravagant. But I really
Yeah.
want to do that so bad. I want to go on a hot air balloon.
Just like fun adventures.
Yeah, exactly. I really like doing things where it's like an activity but the thing is I've been in a relationship for a while. Obviously, like when you first go on a date, you should like go to dinner because it's
Yeah.
like you get to sit and talk to someone. But obviously, Stanley and I have gone out to dinner together like and every meal like a million times. So it's like doing activities is like more fun.
Yeah, that
I'm like
makes
5.
sense.
I'm like doing activities, doing crafts. I kid you not. Literally, my favorite thing that Stanley and I do like as a date is we have a scrapbook together. And we make a scrapbook together, and not every guy's gonna want to do that. But
That's
if you're
so
a girl and you have a
cute.
boyfriend, that's like literally like, because I'll go to Michael's and like get stickers, and like we make it like super fun. We'll like print pictures and stuff. So like that's like really fun. Because you know what I mean? When you're dating someone for a while, it's like you gotta think of new things. You gotta think of
Summer's
new-
out here raising the bar for every female as
Yeah,
she
like me.
should.
Yeah.
I don't really care what we're doing as long as like, because I don't like the obligatory like, you don't have to like spend money on me type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even, like-
Even though I'm like, you still should pay for my dinner. Like if you're gonna ask me out on a date.
Yeah, right. Even like if you're cooking at home, like if you like,
Oh, that's
or like
cute.
have like you make sandwiches, like have a picnic. Like you don't need to spend a lot of money to have like a cute date.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Again,
it's,
just
like-
quality time.
Right, exactly. Just like spending time with someone's so important. The worst date. Okay, let's do that. That's not even a question, but I'm just gonna say my opinion of the worst date. Going to the movies as a first date.
Because you can't even
You can't talk to them. What is the point of that?
No.
Why is that a thing that someone came up with?
Well, because middle schoolers do it.
Yeah, and then that's the whole thing is it's like, why are we going on dates in middle school? It's relationship deal breakers. This is like when you're going into a relationship, what's a deal breaker for you?
They have to like work out. They have to lift weights.
You have to be like hygienic.
If you're not ambitious.
Oh yeah, if
you're
you don't
lazy,
have, if your goals are smaller than my goals.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
or if you don't have any at all.
Or if you're not kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like if you can't be like goofy.
Oh my gosh, yeah. If you're so serious 24/7, like,
Yeah.
take a joke, like, funny,
Yeah,
funny guys,
right.
like, funny guys, man.
Like if you're too into like that finance bro. Like you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like finance, like bros in like college,
my
like frat, like
God.
on it. Oh
I'm
my
a
god,
finance-
I've never
really
been in a
finance
situation.
major?
Yeah, like if you're a finance major, honestly, that's probably like a deal breaker. So
Well,
or an
okay.
accounting major.
Here's the thing. I'm big on investing. Like, I put away a lot of my money. I'm big on saving, but like, there's a certain. It's like
There's a
a certain
difference.
type of guy.
There's a difference between
the frat
working on
bros.
Wall Street and investing your money. You
I
what
know, but
mean?
like, there's like certain frat bros. It's like, I'm a finance major.
yeah,
like
right.
That
exactly. Yeah.
shit is. If their
Very
favorite
accountant.
movie is The Wolf of Wall Street.
But if you weren't willing to celebrate Christmas,
Oh yeah.
that would be a deal breaker.
well,
for me.
just Christmas is just such a.
Because Christmas is like my
magical.
mom is like, oh my god, my mom's like literally Mrs. Claus. Like our house is decorated like head to toe in Christmas stuff. I was born and raised that way, and yeah, I
Same.
watch every Christmas movie every year.
Christmas is a huge deal.
Christmas is a huge part of my life.
So
it's a
if-
huge part of my personality.
Same. No.
From October, from literally the after Halloween to December like 31st, honestly.
literally,
Like it's Christmas time.
It is
And if you can't think that way, then it's not gonna work out.
a deal breaker is if my grandpa does not like you.
That's a good one too.
Because, and if you don't like my papa and my Gigi and my Giga, my papa, but like,
yeah, that's a good one.
deal breaker. Because I
Yeah.
have 4, I'm so grateful to have all my grandparents.
Yeah.
And they're my favorite people on this planet.
If you don't like dogs, that is such
Oh.
a red flag.
That's a red flag. And if they don't like
Yeah.
chocolate, that's a red flag.
Yeah,
You don't have to eat it all the time, but like, I
Right.
know some jerks who don't like chocolate and don't like
Yeah.
dogs.
Like if you're gonna say that you don't like the taste of chocolate, that's a lie.
Yeah.
If you're a cat person, like that just doesn't sit right with me.
Same. I'm not a cat person.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna lie, like if you're gonna sit here and tell me that you would choose a cat over a dog,
Yeah.
that's just not gonna sit right. When we have kids and my daughter, like, and we have a daughter, and every new year of her life she wants a puppy, and you're gonna say no to that, like that's not gonna work out.
And you get a cat.
And you get a cat, but we have like 10 cats. Like, hell to the no. Like, I want 10 dogs.
No.
Like,
No cats.
opinion on a threesome.
Okay.
No.
No.
How do you know when your man is cheating when he says that he isn't?
One evidence, if a female comes to you and says your man is cheating on you, I feel like you gotta listen. Unless there's some crazy psycho girl.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because people, if a girl reaches out to you, right, and it's like, hey, girly. It's always how it starts.
It's always that.
It's always the hey, girly.
Oh, I've had to send a couple of those.
Yeah, it's always the hey, girl.
Oh.
And so if a girl reaches out to you and says that, and she says that she slept with your boyfriend, whatever, and that she didn't know, A, B, and C, it's like, and you think in your head, oh, this girl just wants my boyfriend, reevaluate. There's like a 95% chance that she doesn't just want your boyfriend, that he actually probably cheated on you.
Is he that great anyways?
So the next question is, was there ever a point in your life that you felt was a pivotal moment in your life? Like where your life
I feel
changed?
like I've had a lot of those.
Like my junior year of high school was definitely a big pivotal moment in my life because that's when like COVID happened, and like at the time I was having like a falling out with like a lot of my friends, and like just a lot of stuff in like that aspect of my life, like my social life was going on. And going into like my senior year of high school was when I started lifting, and I just totally changed my friend group. And even just like my whole senior year, like then towards the end of senior year, like I became a lot closer with like my 3 best friends that I have now. Like that's when we like really became like the closest we ever had been. Like really like obviously got into fitness, which is a huge part of my life now.
My life has changed in like crazy different directions and like weird times. But I think the most recent one was June, when I actually broke up with my ex. This one gets a little deep because I knew there was other things that went into it, but like I knew that what I wanted to achieve in this life, he was going to hold me back from.
Yeah.
So
that's
it was really actually difficult. It wasn't to go like face to face and be like, I cannot be with you.
Yeah.
And I knew that he was going to be in my way.
Right.
So I got rid of him. And
yeah.
that was a pivotal moment, and I don't regret it.
Yeah.
in the
Breakups are
slightest.
always a pivotal moment.
One, I knew what I deserved, and 2, I knew where I wanted to go, and I had been working my butt off ever since, and I knew he was a distraction, and I was like, okay, like, you have to succeed, like, there's no other choice. So everything that's happened since then, everything that happened, like, in my life has led me to where I am now, and I think that was definitely a pivotal moment, and I feel like my life kind of changed that day because I knew that like I could do the hard stuff.
There's so many small moments in your life that were pivotal moments that you don't think about how they're pivotal moments. Like say the first video, right, that I posted on TikTok, that was an advice video. I didn't know it at the time, but that was a pivotal moment of my life because that's how my TikTok like took off. And it's like,
Oh yeah.
first video you ever posted of your makeup
That
related to fitness.
Okay.
Like that was a pivotal moment of your life.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like you don't think about, there's things that you're gonna do like that you don't even know that you're gonna look back at it in the future and be like, you know, that was a pivotal moment because that's the reason. Like butterfly effect. That little thing you did is the reason like that you are where you're at right now, and you didn't know that at the time. But obviously you look back in hindsight and you're like, yeah, like that was like a pivotal moment.
Starting my makeup account because
Yeah, exactly.
it later translated into my fitness and my makeup, and I found out how to combine them, and it's literally like become my career.
Right,
which is
exactly.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And thinking about, even though I still have so much more room to grow, like this is only the beginning. Like this is literally only the beginning, and I get so excited because I look back now at that pivotal moment and I'm like, wow, everything I do from here on out is very important. Like no matter how small it seems, like one thing that you might like, you're like, I'm too tired, or like I don't feel like doing it. you might have just lost a huge pivotal moment or like a huge connection, a huge opportunity. Like, don't waste your potential. Not staying complacent. Like, getting uncomfortable, putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, because that was very pivotal for me.
You literally don't know that until you look back like a year later and you're like, damn, that one thing was what like literally domino affected everything that I've done the past year.
That was going to Houston for me.
See, like, that's a perfect example.
A small pivotal moment was my first bicep vein. That was in July. I love her.
This is a deep question. Are you ready for this one, Sid?
Not really.
Have you ever been in love?
I think I thought I was.
But you don't think you actually were?
No.
I feel like when you're in high school, right? The first person that you have any sort of relationship with that you like think you love, you probably didn't love them. It's different if you like become high school sweethearts and like get married and whatever. But like that first person, I feel like it's just like puppy love. Like you don't really know what love is when you're that young. Like, I feel like when you're 15 and 16, like, you can't really, like, comprehend, like, love in your head. You're probably, in, like, a couple years, going to date someone, actually, like, be so in love with them, and then be like, I didn't actually love that person, I just, like, thought I did. Right, but if you can, like, get the ick from something, you don't love someone.
Yeah.
That's a fact. If you can get, like,
then
an ick from anything, yeah, you don't love them. Mm-mm. You're not in love with someone. Because, like, when you're, like, thinking about married people, right, they can, like, poop in front of each other. They can, like, I don't even know what else is good.
A lot.
Yeah,
gross.
like, you burp in front of them, and it's, like, nothing is, like, gives you an ick, like, oh, my God, you need to, like, move out. Like, because you're married to them. You're in love with them. And then so it's, like...
I don't know. I haven't experienced that yet. I can't speak on it. What is a mistake you've made in a relationship in the past that you don't want to repeat? Or, like, a mistake in a relationship that you don't want to repeat?
Honestly, I just, like, didn't know how to be treated right, which, like, sounds so chilly, but, like, it sounds so chilly. It sounds so silly. That's what I meant to say. But, like, I literally was just, like, so young and, like, dumb that I didn't know that things were kind of, like, wrong. Say if something bothered me, and I said that something bothered me, and, like, that person kind of, like, turned the situation around on me and, like, made me apologize, like, I didn't know that was, like, gaslighting, because I just didn't know that that was, like, even a term, you know what I mean? Because I was so young. Like, I'm thinking back to when I was, like, 15, 16, right? Being pressured into doing things that just I didn't want to do. You don't know anything, obviously, and you don't kind of know what's, like, wrong and right, because you've never, like, been in a relationship before. So everything's, like, new. So I would, like, go back and be like, Summer, like, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, what he's doing to you is not nice.
Not nice.
Yeah.
So basically everything that you said, all that, but I want to add on to it.
Okay.
Not loving myself before getting into a relationship, or not knowing what I wanted and knew what I deserved before getting into a relationship.
So I basically, like, dating for someone for, like, no reason except for, like, pure entertainment.
Pure entertainment.
Like, which sounds, like, so bad. But it's, like, I guess when you're in high school, it doesn't matter because you're just, like, young and nothing really matters in high school.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, when you get older, I feel like when you get to college, if you're dating someone, like, and you're in your head, like, I'm 100% not going to marry this person, why are you dating
wasting
them?
their time?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Because the whole thing is number one, it's just wrong to do that for the other person. But speaking on your own terms, you could literally be, like, not allowing yourself to find your soulmate because you're with someone that you're not supposed to be with. And so you're dating this person, you could be literally, like, you could have met the person that you're supposed to marry, but you're not looking because you're dating someone that you're not meant to be with. So don't think that way. But obviously when you're in high school, stuff like that doesn't matter. Like, you date and you, like, learn life experiences, and that's how you grow. And in high school, like, that's just what high school is meant for, I feel like. So that wraps up our Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed our video.
So fun.
Oh yeah, and so you could check out Sydney's channel because we did another Q&A on her channel, so you could check that out. But so, yeah, is there anything else? I'll plug your socials in the description. But so like this video, leave a comment if you want to see more videos of Sydney and I and what you want to see us do. Leave a comment if you want to see Sydney do my makeup. Ooh, Miss Makeup Artist over here.
Ooh, you got some funny ideas.
Yeah, so let me know if you guys want to see that, and I'll see you in the next video.
Yay, bye guys.